work-life balance doesn't automatically mean that you are unproductive. In fact, increasing your productivity means that you can get to your free time even faster. I am obsessed with making my work schedule work for me so that I can spend more time doing things that I actually care about. In this video, I am showing you how I set my laptop up for productivity, the apps and hacks I use for productivity, and how you can set them up yourself so that you can be more productive and therefore have better work-life balance. If you're ready to get more productive and spend more time doing things that you love, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to see more like this, and let's get into it. So the first thing I do is put my inbox on hold. Emails are usually either incredibly stressful or incredibly time consuming. To protect my mental health, I like to use a Google Chrome extension called Inbox When Ready. It allows you to hide your inbox while still having access to writing new ones when you need to. You can also set it to lock you out and set a maximum amount of time per day that you're allowed to spend on emails. This lets you batch the time that you spend on emails, work more productively, and reduce stress. If the idea of not getting emails all the time stresses you out, remember that unless you're an on-call doctor, people aren't dying if you take a little bit longer to get to your inbox. The second thing I do to set my laptop up for productivity is to block social media feeds. Everybody is guilty of getting stuck in the social media hole from time to time. How many times have you gone to check your messages on social media and then got stuck there for like 20 minutes? If you're like me and you maybe use it for work and still need access to it to post content or reply to direct messages, you need the Newsfeed Eradicator extension. You can still access your social media, but it replaces your feed, the place where you get stuck scrolling, with an inspirational quote. So with Facebook, you can still access messaging and events, for example, but you won't get distracted by whatever people happen to be posting that day. That extension is for desktop. If you want something similar for your phone to restrict access to your apps, on Android, there is a setting called Digital Wellbeing, and for Apple, it is called Screen Time. Third thing I like to do is to group my bookmarks. I love having everything organized, and I save hundreds of links and bookmarks for clients, for resources, for research that I want to go back to, and I use bookmark files to keep it all organized. To do this, simply right-click on the bookmark bar, click Add New Folder, and voila! I also use this to quickly group websites, maybe pages that I want to come back to so that I can close all my tabs at the end of the day without losing it all. An app that I haven't used but does something very similar is called Todoist. It lets you save websites and Google Docs as tasks that you can then come back to. And that way you can be more productive and focus on what you're actually doing. I have linked their blog post on productivity apps below as well. The fourth way that I set up my laptop is to color code my files. I'm a sucker for a bit of color coding. It's like highlighting but digitally, and it's similar to me grouping all my bookmarks. It just makes it easier for me to get to what I'm doing when I need to. So this is what my desktop looks like when it's all organized and looking awesome. If you want to edit the files on your Mac like this, create a new folder on your desktop, open the file image that you want, highlight it and click Ctrl+C, right click the file and go to Get Info. Click the icon on the top left, highlight, and use Ctrl+V. I also color code my Google Drive folders, and for that you just right click the folder and select Change Color. It'll look something like this. Number 5 is to have a vision board as my desktop background. This is sort of for my longer term productivity, so that I know when I'm working on my everyday tasks, this is what I'm working towards overall. The one I use is a Canva template that I designed, and I call it a reverse vision board. So instead of just having random photos, I have the goals written out in words, and then when I achieve them, I replace it with a photo. It also gives you a reminder of everything that you have already achieved to motivate you more. If you want this template, you can grab it through the link below for free. The sixth and final way that I set my laptop up is time blocking. Time blocking is my best setup for work-life balance and productivity. This is simply looking at all of your tasks and your schedule for the week and giving each task an allotted time slot. This works so well for productivity because of something called the Zeigarnik effect. You are more likely to remember things that you haven't done than things you've already ticked off your to-do list. So if you're trying to be productive and you have this massive list of things in front of you that need doing, that's all that your mind is going to focus on. But if you take it off your to-do list and into a time-blocked schedule, your brain says, yep, that's taken care of. I don't have to think about it because it's already allocated. You get back your sense of stability and control over your time because you know that every task is going to get done. I started time blocking when I was at university because I wanted to do well at school and have time for friends and hobbies. I wasn't willing to sacrifice either of those things, and I still time block today. I use a weekly digital time blocking planner that I call the Moi method, which you can get through the link below in the description, as well as my free daily planner for work-life balance that will keep you focused, as well as having work-life balance and being productive. If you found any of these tips helpful, make sure you subscribe. Let me know if you try any of them out, and I will see you in the next video.